Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am.
Nino Brown Boxing, and I'm back in the building. Shout out to the LDBC. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. So I've been looking at there's been a lot of videos circulating on YouTube. I've been seeing a lot of stuff on Instagram, just social media as a whole. And I noticed that this kid, Ryan Garcia, is getting a lot of press. So I decided to go check him out. Like, I've seen his videos of him, hitting the bag, showing his fast hands or whatever the case may be. Now, I also saw the video of Oscar De La Hoya saying that Ryan Garcia is not ready for Gervonta Tank Davis because Tank is a beast. And I completely agree. I actually think at this point, Tank would decapitate that kid. He's not strong enough. It's too early in his career. But I feel like if Ryan Garcia wants to call someone out, call out Michael Conlan. Call out Shakur Stevenson. See, some people may say since Ryan Garcia is at super featherweight, him calling out those guys is not the best look. And I was like, you know what? It's not. Yeah, are there a weight class below him? Absolutely. But if you got a guy like Triple G that can fight in a unified championship fight against somebody a division below him, then why can't Ryan Garcia call out Michael Conlan and Shakur Stevenson? That's the route I believe that Ryan Garcia should take, for the simple fact, that those guys, they may come back, they may talk some shit, but I believe that Ryan Garcia has a better chance to beat Michael Conlan and Shakur Stevenson at this current point in their career than he does at Tank Davis. I think it will actually be a good fight. For some reason, like, a lot of people are bashing Ryan Garcia or whatever. Like, I mean, he's a kid. Like, he's 19 years old. And for me, it kind of puts things into perspective in the way that he actually acts, because he's the same age as my niece. So, me taking that into consideration, I mean, it's just like the kid is just out here having fun. He's doing what he's supposed to do. He's promoting himself. Like, he has a promoter, but he's promoting himself. He's getting his name out there. Now, we may not agree in what manner and the way that he's going about it. Some people, they may say, oh yeah, it's a flamboyant way. But if that's just the way he is, then that's just the way he is. I mean, at the end of the day, none of that shit's going to matter if he dominates his opponents in the ring and his skills start to elevate and he gets to a point where he's just a masterclass boxer, he's unstoppable in his division, then all of the shit that's going on now is going to be completely irrelevant, because we're just going to be looking at how he conducts himself as a fighter. And another thing is, like, yes, do I believe that Gervonta Tank Davis will stop him, knock him out? No problem, absolutely. But I can't be a hypocrite and take issue with him calling out Tank when you have a guy like Anthony Joshua that is a unified heavyweight champion in the world. He doesn't even carry himself when it comes to matching himself up against Deontay Wilder, how Ryan Garcia carries himself when it comes to potentially being in the fight with Gervonta Tank Davis. Like, it may be all for attention, it may be a publicity stunt, but at the end of the day, if the guys that are being called out, so in this case, Tank Davis, if he tries to call his bluff and he actively pursues calling Ryan Garcia's bluff, then he could potentially get exposed. But until that happens, I mean, hey man, if he's a boxer, he want to talk that tough shit, let him talk the tough shit. But one day his bluff is going to be called, but I feel like it will be a lot better, it will be a lot more beneficial to him to call out a guy like Michael Conlan. I think that's a fight that he could win. And I think that's a fight that Bob Arum wouldn't want Michael Conlan to go into right away. I don't think Bob Arum will want Shakur Stevenson to fight Ryan Garcia right away. I mean, it's an obvious height advantage. It's a weight advantage. Of course, those guys, they have like a prestigious amateur career. They're both Olympians. So it's definitely the route that Ryan Garcia should take. Yeah, I mean, I know they're trying to build this kid up to be the next superstar, to be the next golden boy, so we'll see what happens with that. But That's just my take on the matter, guys. It's Nino Brown Boxing. Shout out to the LDBC. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Peace.